Hey, Sheldon, I just wanted to ask you one question on Michael Bunting. In broad terms, what has he brought to this roster?
I would say, with one thing with Bunce is every day he brings energy, competitiveness, spirit. Those types of things are, the intangible pieces that he brings every day, and then there's a skill set that goes with it. That when you put all of those things together, you've got a great player that can help you in lots of ways.
Thank you.
Next, go to Lance Hornby, Toronto Sun. Go ahead, Lance.
Hi, Sheldon. Any lineup changes tonight, and anything new on Marner and Engvall back in Toronto?
Yeah, Timothy Liljegren will come back in the lineup here tonight, as will Joey Anderson.
And
Sorry,
the two COVID
in
guys?
regards to Marner and Engvall, the plan last I had heard on that was that both would be coming out to Arizona here tomorrow in an effort to rejoin the team for Friday's practice.
Thank you. And a quick follow, just trying to get ahead of tomorrow's announcement on the All-Stars. If you have players chosen, do you see that? Obviously, it's going to be a very busy February. You want to see them get recognized and all that, but any concerns about a very jammed up schedule and them doing something like that as well?
Playing the All-Star game is an honor. It's an honor for those players that are chosen, chance to showcase their skills. It's a big moment for them and their family, and then it's big for the organization as well to have players represent you on that stage, and it's good for the game, most importantly. So it's an honor, and that's really all I would say about it. We haven't seen what the February schedule is going to look like. To be honest, I think based on what my sense of it is, I think it's not going to be as jammed up as we might think. It's going to feel like a pretty regular February, given that we had such an open space in the schedule. So, our players have had lots of time off here of late. So a little bit busier schedule might be a good thing for all of us.
Next, let's go to Mark Masters, TSN. Go ahead, Mark.
Sheldon, with Liljegren and Anderson coming in, can you tell us who will be the odd guys out tonight?
Kyle Clifford's not going to play tonight. We do have a game time decision that we're waiting on, but there are some roster and cap implications that could see Rasmus Sandin be the likely guy to be out tonight. But we'll make that determination for certain after warm up.
It's been a long stretch here for Peter Mrazek without a game. What's your perspective on how he's handled this layoff?
I think he's done really well. He's worked hard, both at his body and getting healthy and having that confidence, to go out and be himself in the net. He's worked a lot of time with Steve Briere, which that's one thing coming in. Steve obviously coaching him for the first time, and they're getting comfortable with one another. And there's been such disruption to Peter's season that there hasn't been as much time for that to develop, but I think there has been ample time for that. And it's a bit of a reset for Peter here now. So it's a chance to get into the net and get some game reps.
After the game last night, William was saying he didn't like the performance from his line. What are you looking for from that group that maybe they can get back on track tonight?
They just seem to be more consistent. I think, they've had big moments. I mean, that's a huge goal that Willie scored for us in the first period to get us going in the game last night. They've had some great moments and some good chances, but we're just looking for some consistency. I think both games on this trip, I would say that that line, and whether it was Mikheyev or Kerfoot that's been on the line with them, that line hasn't been good enough for us. They've got a whole lot more to offer us, and I think we've come to expect them to make such a great impact for us because of how they've played throughout the season. They've been so good that when they've slipped a little bit, it really stands out, in particular when we're playing, we had been playing with a little bit of a shortened lineup. We're missing some key players. That stands out. But those guys have got a lot better in them, and we've come to expect that. And I certainly would think they would bounce back tonight.